This video is sponsored by Audible. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today is the last video of 2023. I cannot believe it. The funny thing is we are in full-on planning mode. We have so many videos coming for you in 2024, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're feeling like you need a dose of teenagey, feel free to follow me at Alexandra Gater on Instagram. I'll be updating over there during the holidays. Let's get started. In today's video, I am attempting to DIY a dupe of this Anthropologie cabinet. Let's take a moment to just bask in the glory of this cabinet. It is so beautiful. The thing about being in Canada is that a lot of Anthropologie furniture doesn't ship here. Not to mention it's super pricey, but I just knew I had to have this cabinet in my home. In my dining room, we have this tiny little bar cart on this wall and this beautiful painting by Emily Snyder that I love so much, but we are running out of space. And to be honest, I've always felt like this little wall isn't living up to its potential. After talking to Graham, I confirmed that we could probably use Ikea pieces primarily to dupe this cabinet. So we are using a Billy bookcase and a Malm dresser. Let's get DIYing.
Okay, so we are beginning this fun DIY. I'm in the workshop, as you can see, and we're here with Graham and Dave, Amanda. We're gonna start by building all of the Ikea pieces that we have. I would also really love to draw out the plan too. Can you draw?
No, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at drawing. Like Pictionary, I'm the worst.
Okay, let's do it.
Graham, Dave, and I are starting by building all of the Ikea pieces. We want to build both pieces first to see what we're working with. We can always disassemble it after, but we really need to visualize how we're going to make this cabinet come to life.
So we've got our two Ikea pieces. You're probably wondering, how is this gonna be a part of this? So Graham and I are going to chat it out and show you guys what we're thinking.
I think that this is a good height for a bar top. 4 is 35.
Yeah.
So 35 and 7/8 to, right?
Yeah.
We don't really need this space.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be putting decorative knobs or whatever. So we can even drop this to 32. If you want it to look like there's a Malm inside a Billy bookcase, then I'd say leave the gap.
No, let's fill it. That's a great idea.
So Graham and I are drawing out the plan. I find it so helpful to really visualize the steps needed. Graham keeps that all up in his head, but for me, I want to see what we're going to do step by step, which is why we're also making a checklist. I'm finishing it off by swatching a paint color that we had from a previous makeover. We're really trying to use materials that we already have to make this project come to life.
So first we're starting with doors. We're gonna find the height that the arch is gonna be, and we're also gonna slice off the bottom of the cabinet. So we're gonna map it out first, disassemble the cabinet, and then cut.
And then put everything back there.
And then put everything back. Before we cut, we're gonna remove the glass doors, and I don't like this piece here, so we're gonna try and remove that as well. I want it to be all one glass panel. Guess what Graham got me? Yep, pink goggles. Okay, so we're cutting off the bottom, one because I want it to be all flush, but also because we need the legs to mount to something. So they're gonna mount to the bottom of the cabinet.
So now we're disassembling the pieces in order to cut the cabinet and the doors. I know this is probably counterintuitive, but it was really helpful for us to build it first to see what we were working with and to map out exactly where we needed to cut. This would have been virtually impossible if we had 50 Ikea pieces lying on the ground.
Cuts are done, it's been reassembled. And this is our new little space to work with.
It looks so small.
I know, but we are putting this on legs. The legs are, good size, and the arch is gonna make it the same height that it was before. First check off the list.
Yeah.
Now it's time to move on to the drawers. After measuring them, we are disassembling them and cutting them all down to size. So these drawers are definitely narrower than where we started, but these are gonna work really well for my space. I need it to be this precise size for this little nook in my dining room, but just keep that in mind if you wanna build this cabinet as well. We're drilling new holes so that the cut sides of the drawers can fit together seamlessly. I feel kind of handy in this video. I have to admit, I'm just getting way more comfortable with the idea of like making mistakes and trying new things, and obviously having Graham to help me and teach me and guide me has been incredible, but I think it really is like all about confidence. I'm feeling confident today.
Look how nice and tiny these drawers are.
Perfect for stacking napkins. What else?
Yeah, napkins and
Birthday candles.
birthday candles. Did
Yeah?
you ever want that little tiny drawer you can never fit anything in except birthday candles?
Yeah, I do. I wanted that. Also, a tea drawer. So I can say to my guests, would you like an après dîner?
A digestif?
Digestif?
You realize that's pronounced digestive, right?
Oh, on the French side.
I'm already thinking about all the tea I can store in here. Look at how cute this is. I could put bitters to make cocktails.
Cutlery.
No.
Elastic bands?
Are you an elastic band keeper?
Maybe.
No.
Just
don't,
the
don't
right
be one of those
I keep
people.
elastic
You are. Yeah. So we're going to do this same process for the 3 remaining drawers, and then tomorrow we're going to actually slide them back into the cabinet. Graham's gotta pee.
I'm excited that Audible is sponsoring today's video because one of my goals in 2024 is to delve deeper into the world of interior design, specifically learning about color. Right now, I am listening to The Secret Lives of Color by Cassia St. Clair, which is all about the social and cultural history of color. What I love about Audible is that as a busy business owner, I can listen to a title while also being creative and getting inspired. Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals across every genre, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. And as an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from the entire catalog. The Audible app makes it easy to listen anytime, anywhere, while traveling, working out, walking, doing chores, which works so well for my day-to-day life. New members can get a free trial of Audible. Visit audible.com/AlexandraG or text AlexandraG to 500 500.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I have knobs.
Metal or wood? Brass.
Oh.
Brass?
Don't look yet. Hold on. They're
Like
like,
a little star shape.
yeah.
That's cute.
They're cute, right?
Dave and I had a little bit of a head start this morning. We cut the drawer slides, so that's a check mark.
Woo.
From this size to this size.
What did you use?
Just like a metal saw. In order to stop the drawer from sliding all the way out, we just had to cut like a little notch there.
You guys are pros.
So the wheel stops, has something to hit.
Let's get building drawers.
We're using construction adhesive and screws to make sure these are sturdy.
How cool is it that we took an Ikea drawer, made it smaller, but used all the same parts?
It's very cool.
Very cool. Okay, let's put it in the cabinet.
Ooh. Wow. Damn.
We're repeating the same process for all of the drawers.
Beauty.
Yeah, it's like nice and parallel. I was literally shitting my pants there for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna check off assemble drawers.
Should I start on the arch doors?
This middle piece, I don't love. I wanna have just like continuous glass. So I think we're gonna try and take this off and then see if this is 2 panels of glass or 1. We're also using our own glass though. I'll explain that tomorrow.
In order to take out the middle piece, we have to take out the top piece.
Yes. You hear that satisfying sound?
It's just cardboard.
Ooh, that smells like it's burning. Graham's gonna take over. He's gonna basically take off the top of the door because we don't need the whole door because we made the unit shorter. So he's gonna do that. He's gonna remove the glass, move this middle piece. This is coming along so nicely. I have to go to a conference at the Pinterest headquarters in Toronto.
That's fine.
I know. And then we'll regroup tomorrow.
Graham and Dave attempted to reuse these Ikea doors, but found they weren't strong enough to hold a full pane of glass like I envisioned. We're going to problem solve that later. You guys, we're figuring this out as we go. In the meantime, Graham and Dave are making a structural plywood support for the cabinet to make it extra sturdy. They're also making a base for the bottom of the cabinet so the custom legs have something to attach to. This base is actually repurposed from the Malm dresser top. Graham's also making the arch for the top of the cabinet. He's using a method called kerf bending. The kerf is the space left behind by a saw blade. If you cut a bunch of kerfs into a piece of wood at a specific depth and distance apart, you can make a straight piece of wood curve. Graham cut the kerfs into the piece of wood spaced 1 inch apart for the total distance of half of the circumference of the arch. He then filled the kerfs with wood glue, bent the piece of wood into a semicircle, and held the semicircle in place. Okay, whoa! We've got an arch. This is the top piece of the
That's just
filling.
filling it together. We're gonna remove that piece when we secure it onto the top.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got the glass out. Was it 2 pieces or 1?
There's 2 pieces.
There's 2, yeah. So we created the arch.
Yes.
We
Oh, we can cross that off because we're not doing that anymore, right?
cross it out. Cut shelves?
Check.
Oh no, we're adding more.
No.
Install base.
Can I cross that out?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is auto body filler, wood glue, but really durable, adds structure.
Cool.
So like where the wood glue didn't fill,
Yeah.
we're gonna put this wood filler in to fill all the cracks.
Okay.
And also to hopefully round the interior.
What is this?
That's the hardener, so it's a combination of like fiberglass putty and then a hardener, so it like chemically.
And so we mix this and this together.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put on a mask.
Yeah, you can put on a mask if you want. Dave's gonna open the door, we're gonna have the fans going, properly ventilated.
It smells like a used mask. I'm not gonna
It's an old one, yeah. Mix only small amounts that can be used within 3 to 4 minutes.
Wow, so
It's very fast.
we're on the clock.
It's challenging, but it's fun, and I love using stuff.
Oh my God, it's so fun. I'm so excited. Thank you for giving me the honors. I feel like this might be chaotic in the best way.
We're about to find out.
So, golf ball.
That's 2 golf balls. No, that's 3. That's a huge golf ball.
1.5 inch.
Yep.
And then it'll turn to like a light blue. And that's why it's different colors, so you can see how well it's mixed. Okay, get smeared.
That is easy to work with.
But it gets harder and harder with each second that passes, so.
So move it.
So we are using the Bondo on the inside and on the front side of the arch. The Bondo has dried. It's not so smelly anymore, which is great. And now I'm just gonna go in with some sandpaper and sand it down so it's smooth. Apparently Graham says this sands down really easily. So we will see. I'm using 60 grit sandpaper and an orbital sander to sand it all down. You want the Bondo to be nice and smooth.
That looks so chaotic.
It's working! Woo! We are going to attach the arch to our cabinet body, and we're gonna do that by biscuit joining it. So we're gonna create these little notches on this side and on that one.
It's gonna fit together like a puzzle. So there's a line here that goes all the way down, see?
And that's where we're gonna line it up to our line.
Exactly.
Let's see. Oh my God!
Your finger looks like the Grinch.
And then what happens is like you put the little biscuit in there.
Woo!
It's in there.
And
And then
then,
you smother it in glue.
and the other piece goes on top.
Yeah, but this thing actually, it swells when it glues applied, so it's like tight.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Woo! I did it. I'm putting glue on the edges and in the holes. We're using ratchet straps to hold the arch.
We're going to let this dry with the ratchet straps on, let it all like settle in place. And then I think the next thing we're gonna be working on is doors, but I will see you guys first thing tomorrow to continue the DIY. Hi guys, it's the next day. Graham was having a little trouble arching the Ikea doors. He was finding that they were breaking really easily, and because I wanted one long piece of glass, there wasn't anything in the middle to really act as support for the doors, which was my call. I really wanted one continuous piece of glass. So instead, he just whipped up some custom ones. He got a sheet of MDF, traced the cabinet shape onto the MDF, and made these custom doors. They look so beautiful.
Graham gets to check off something.
Pretty arch doors.
Oh wait, something else?
From scratch. There's still a lot to do. This is probably 80% of the work. Marble, probably 5%. Install legs,
2%.
I'd say 1.
Oh, drums.
Knobs,
0.5.
another 1.
Oh.
Prime and paint, 10.
Yeah.
So that leaves us 3% for the hinges. This is probably 20%.
So today we're gonna work on glass for the doors. Graham and I are going to break it. Well, not break it, we're gonna cut it. But I wanna flash back to Graham Cam because this is probably, I would say, one of the more cooler hacks you've ever done.
Yeah.
Graham took a mirror and turned it into a piece of glass. I did tell him to just buy glass, but he was like, no, I wanna try this hack. And he did, and it worked. Here's how he did it.
To remove silver backing to the mirror, or basically unmirror a mirror, Graham and Dave are removing the protective woven backing by using some Goo Gone and a scraper. They were able to remove the backing in one big piece. Next, they're using paint stripper to remove the protective base coat of paint and using a combination of a plastic scraper, razor blade scraper, and zero-grade steel wool. They're covering the mirror with a plastic sheet to prevent the paint stripper from evaporating prematurely. They spot removed the remaining paint by soaking steel wool in paint stripper and scrubbing. Now they're cleaning the surface with mineral spirits and wiping it clean so that the surface is completely dry. Now they're using generic laundry bleach to oxidize the silver backing and are scrubbing it off with steel wool and metal scrapers. An important note here, this is very important. Do not mix bleach with other cleaning solutions like vinegar, ammonia, Windex, turpentine. Bleach should never be mixed with anything but water. Now they're cleaning the surface with water and a clean rag. This guide and what Graham is doing here is for silver or aluminum backed mirrors and not for lead backed mirrors. Please do not try this at home if you think you have a lead backed mirror. There are many resources and test kits available online to determine your type of mirror. Wear eye protection, gloves, and a ventilator or appropriate mask at all times during this process.
How are we gonna cut this?
So we're gonna use the factory edge of the glass.
Okay.
We're gonna find that measurement that we want the glass to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be exact because we're gonna create that notch in the door. The curve is gonna be tricky because glass doesn't really want to cut.
Oh my gosh.
Again, because we have a 3/4 inch
Yeah.
space there, if it's not as curvy or if there's some jagged glass pieces, then we just cut so it fits in.
Okay.
And we won't bother making it perfect.
I do want to mention that we're not reusing the glass from the Ikea wardrobe because that glass was tempered. So we couldn't even arch it or use it even if we wanted to. Roll the tape of when Graham and Dave cut tempered glass.
You okay?
Yeah.
Tempered.
Tempered glass.
That's what would have happened to the glass in the Ikea cabinets. Oh, stunning. What a stunning
That sounded great.
Okay.
We are gonna cut the top of the glass off first so it matches the length of the doors.
You see the edge mark? We want the glass to break through to the other side. I'm so nervous.
Why are you nervous?
This took like 6 hours.
Oh, I feel it.
And look at that cut!
Yay!
I didn't realize how anxious I was through the whole process.
That's
Wow.
a straight line.
Next, we're measuring and drawing a line with marker to mark where we're gonna cut the glass for each door.
I feel it.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was exciting. Exhilarating.
We're on the arching part. We're gonna just do the same thing we did for the straight lines,
Trace the arch, and then we'll.
so we know where to etch.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
I'm happy.
I wasn't even doing any of the work and I'm like, I feel like I actually learned a lot during that process and I feel like if we were to do this again, I'd be able to do it. Okay, let's check it off. That means 80% of the work is done.
Of the stress.
Of the strip, yeah. Okay, so now that we have our glass cut, we are gonna start installing it onto the door. So the first step is using a router. We're gonna create a groove where the glass is going to like sit in, and that's gonna make it sturdy. So now that we've got our groove in the wood, we're just gonna test out to see if the glass sits in it. Woo! Flush AF. Graham and I are going to attach the glass to the door once we prime and paint everything. For now, we're gonna move on to marble. We're doing a piece of marble as like a little countertop. This is where I can actually make like cocktails and mix drinks, which is so fun. And I wanted to give you guys a tip. So at first I was like, where the heck are we gonna find marble? Go onto Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, any of those kind of secondhand websites, and search for someone selling offcuts. This is how we found this marble, really affordable, and we're going to install that. We've recruited someone, aka Alana, to help us because she's strong. Oh, he's got out the tile cutter. Okay, we've got a perfect piece of marble here. I'm putting on gloves because I'm gonna use construction adhesive to glue this to the shelf that's in the Billy bookcase. Woo! That looks fantastic. Signing off, that was a very productive DIY day. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're almost at the finish line. Hi guys, it's the next day. I can't believe it, but it's time for paint. So we're not putting the cabinet together yet, even though we've got all the pieces, because we need to paint it. So that's gonna make it easier to do. Graham has primed the whole cabinet, and I'm gonna reveal the color that I'm painting this cabinet.
You already revealed the color.
Oh yeah, true. Well, here it is IRL. Alessandra's here today.
I'm Amanda today. Sorry guys, not as entertaining.
Sorry guys. Should we get painting? Oh yeah. A bubblegum surprise, if you will.
I'm painting the cabinet and the cabinet doors in a color called Nancy's Blushes by Farrow & Ball. You may recognize this color. Actually, the color we painted my parents' door.
There's a lot of green in my house, a lot of white, like cream colors, natural wood tones, so I needed a pop of pink. Amanda's back.
I got my hair done.
It looks so good. The paint is dry. It looks so good. I wish we were filming because Amanda and I opened the door and went, wow! Tomorrow's install day, which I'm very excited about. Before we pack it up, we are going to put the glass in, and then we're gonna do all the other finishing touches tomorrow, like hinges, knobs, feet, all that kind of stuff. That's it from us today. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna install this in my dining room, style it. I'm so excited. See you then.
Okay, we have made it to install day. I am so excited to style this cabinet. Whenever Graham and I are DIYing something, I feel like he can see all the pieces that have to come together. I see like me placing glasses and like styling it and making it look beautiful. So I'm really excited for that. The first thing I'm gonna do is move everything out of this corner here because this is where obviously the cabinet's gonna go. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, obviously somewhere today. These are little like cocktail recipe books, and now they're gonna have their moment in the cabinet. So it's like, okay, let's say you have rum, let's say you have Amaro or champagne. It's like, what can you make? You open the little recipe book. Like, look how cute they are. These are going in the cabinet for sure. Oh my gosh, now I'm just like doing a show and tell. This I got years ago, the One of a Kind Market. It's from an Etsy seller, and it's a wine stopper, and it's like the most beautiful wine stopper I've ever seen.
It catches my eye every time.
Yeah, it does mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, last piece of show and tell, I promise. James's friend actually made these, and he got these, I think, for my birthday or Christmas one year. They're just like the coolest coasters. They need a dust. Like, look at these. I have all these bitters that I didn't know I had. Like lavender lemon, that's amazing, right? Which is my favorite drink. So I'm just excited to like explore what I have. And sometimes I feel like if you are just shoving things into like a small cabinet, can't see everything you have, you forget. You don't know. Like I didn't know I had those bitters. That's sick. Woo! Yeah. So now we are moving on to adding some legs. Now there's a couple options for this part. You could get legs off of websites like Pretty Pegs or Semi-Handmade.
The tail was in the frame, does it matter?
No, it's perfect. No, boo, boo. Not by the paint, please. Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple options. You could order some really beautiful, ornate, kind of custom ones off of websites like Semi-Handmade or Pretty Pegs. They make legs specifically for Ikea pieces of furniture. I did order some off Semi-Handmade. They got lost in the mail, which is so annoying. So I actually just found these on Amazon. They were really inexpensive, and I think these will definitely do the trick. Nice. All I see is her little tail, like walking. It's so cute. Like
What a great accessory.
I know, cause she uses it, like she flaunts it.
She definitely
And like
does.
I would too. Okay, we're gonna lift her up from the top.
From the top.
Yeah, I think like
How does it look? He's doing his like, yep.
He's like,
oh, that's great.
No, like, you know, he likes it because he's like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is stunning. That hit of pink that I really wanted in this space. I'm gonna take the painter's tape off. It's time for knobs. You guys saw these beautiful knobs in the workshop, but I am just chuffed with these. Look, look, they're little stars. Did you hear that? It sounded like. Look at these darling knobs. Look at them. How freaking cute are those? Freaking cute, I know. I got these on Anthropologie. I find some of them are like outrageously expensive, but these came in packs of 2, which was helpful. I'm gonna get the hinges installed, the hinges we cut down to size, and then pop the drawers in. I think I'm about to scream. No, it's perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God! You guys have to come over here.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a Barbie dream house.
I know. Wow.
It's nice to end the year in the year of Barbie.
I
with
know,
this,
it's kind of
isn't it?
nice, hey?
Yeah.
So we are doing doors next, as you can see behind me. I think Graham and I are both like, let's just get these doors on the cabinet so nothing is at risk of breaking. We're not using Ikea hinges. They are too thick, so the drawers wouldn't have been able to like open fully if we had used those hinges. Instead, we're using a super sleek piano hinge in gold, of course.
Tip of a pencil
Yeah.
to get the lead so that you can line it up and then poke the drill through.
Holy sh**. Amanda, he just made a drill bit. We are pre-drilling the hinge holes into the cabinet. We're actually going to be attaching the hinges to the doors when the cabinet is standing up. So this way, the holes will be there, it will be easy to line up and to drill those hinges in. We're doing the same process now on the door with the hinge. So Graham is going to do the pilot holes, and I'm gonna screw the screws in. Let's do it all over again. That's a sweet hinge though. Okay, so we've got our hinges on the doors. We've got our pilot holes in the cabinet. We're gonna flip the cabinet up and put the doors on for real.
This is also the first time I've ever lined the doors up. I'm worried that it's like...
Just so viewers know, this man does everything perfectly and still has anxiety.
Not everything. Oh, that was all you. Ready? 3, 2.
Wait, I was still basking in that moment. Sorry. Wow. Stunning. We did this.
Yay.
We are gonna attach the cabinet to the wall for extra safety. So we're gonna put the doors back in, screw it to the wall, and then we're almost there. Okay, that is secure on the wall. We prepped 2 shelves. I want there to be a lot of room here for like tall bottles. Let's try it out. So we're reusing these from the Ikea bookshelf. I'm adding these squiggle knobs to the front of the doors. Again, you may recognize these from my Office Packs wardrobe DIY. We're using all the materials that we already have. I love it. It's 4 p.m. and it's pitch black outside because it's winter. We're gonna come back tomorrow to do finishing touches, styling, and of course, aftershocks. Okay, hi guys, it's a new day. It is not pitch black outside, thank goodness. It's time to wrap this project up, though I realized we didn't finish checking off the list, so I'm gonna do that now. Check, check, check to it all.
Good job.
That's satisfying. Let me tell you, I have been waiting to style. First, I'm stocking these drawers with, you guessed it, birthday candles, napkins, placemats. I'm placing a stack of books and leaning this cute mini set of cocktail recipe books on the side. Placing these beautiful vintage shot glasses. My mom got me these a couple Christmases ago. Placing a candle and this decorative pedestal. It's actually a cupcake stand that Alexandra bought me. Now it's time to restock the bar. Wine is going on this shelf, paired with these really fun colored glasses. Placing these fun coasters and this wine stopper. Finally, this beautiful table lamp. I can't wait to see this glowing when we're hosting. Do you guys remember what this little wall looked like before? It was cute, but not living up to its full potential. This cabinet was the missing piece to my living room and dining room. It is so beautiful. I feel so proud that Graham and I did this together. We made magic and I'm so happy with it. We're starting off 2024 strong because we are bringing you a workshop makeover for Graham. I can't wait to see you guys then. Make sure you're subscribed so you'll get a notification when that video goes live in January. Thank you so much for such a great year. Wow, don't want to start crying, but what a freaking year we've had. Thank you so much for being here, for all of your support. I just can't wait to see what we do in 2024. See you then. Bye. Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. Ooh.
Can you imitate Amanda's face?
Sure. Don't make me sing. But what's wrong with my range today?
I know, it's really bad.
Don't make me sing. Oh.